allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
And I will call this Board of Moffat County Commissioners regular board meeting Tuesday, January 27th, 2026 to order. Chair would move to approve the agenda as presented.
Second.
Motion at second. All in favor?
Aye.
And Chair would move to approve the consent agenda, items A through K.
Second.
Okay, motion is second. Any, all in favor?
Aye.
And that will put us down to public comment. If anyone has any public comment, we would ask you to come to the front here and state your name and share with us your thoughts.
I'll go quickly. Commissioners. If I could have 2 minutes of your time. My name is Tom Kleinschnitz. I'm a director of Moffat County Tourism, as you well know. I've been an employee of the county since 2018. I worked previously for MCTA, starting in the fall of 2016. I'm here today to simply remind everybody that Moffat County will be celebrating the 115th anniversary exactly 1 month from today. So on February 27th, next month, there's going to be a good celebration going on. Just to remind everybody, in 1861, Colorado was made a Colorado territory out of Kansas territory, out of the state of Kansas. Colorado territory had some initial counties. The first county that we sitting in this room were in Summit County. We were originally part of Summit County, and then Summit County was divided into Grand County. And then Grand County was divided into Moffat and Routt were together until 1911. So we are relatively one of the youngest counties in the United States. So we are young and ready to do business and do a lot of neat things. And I think the reason 115 sounds like a number that may be a little obscure, but next year is the 250th anniversary of our country and the 150th anniversary of our state. So putting that in order, just kind of pointing that out. We've worked with the Museum of Northwest Colorado. They are going to have a celebration on the 27th. It'll be Friday the 27th, and I just ask all of you to consider attending. And I would also ask that you may, if we put the details forward, that you tell the rest of the employees in Moffat County that celebration is going on. I think we're going to have a nice gathering at the museum on the 27th and commemorating an important day. So, the first 50 individuals that come will receive a Moffat County pin that we put together. Moffat County Tourism did create a pin. It looks like it's made of gold, but if it really were made of gold, we'd have lying around the street to get one. But it's a nice looking little pin that does have the Moffat County logo that we'll give for the first 50 people that come through the door. And the idea also is to do a community photograph, maybe from the balcony into the gathering, to have all the people who are there celebrating. So again, I'd like you to consider attending and then encouraging people to attend, guests and employees of Moffat County. And the only last thing that I'll do is that I'll send Aaron the logo that Moffat County Tourism created for the anniversary. I think many of you have seen it, and encourage you and maybe the website and maybe other people to use it in their email signatures over the next month, as we go into February and the rest of the year, that this is our 115th anniversary. So my board did go through a lot of work to put together the logo. They incorporated, the Moffat County logo into the anniversary logo, and it went through about 15 iterations before we finally came up with what a board could agree to. But I think they came up with a nice little logo for you to have pride in. And I certainly, as a Moffat County citizen, I take pride in this place, and I really enjoy promoting it and putting it out there. So with that, I've got a little, pin for each one of you, and the logos that are presented by the state of Colorado for the 150, 250 celebration. And, let's celebrate this year. It's going to be a neat year.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Morning.
Morning. My name is Shelley Simon, and I'm here from the Colorado Department of Labor and Employment with the Office of Just Transition. Our office is tasked with providing support and assistance to folks who are being displaced by the closure of coal mines and plants across the state. And Yampa Valley is one of our community areas that we're working in and providing support in. I'm joined by my staff members, Lynn Fagoni, who's a transition navigator, Kelly Gatlin, who's our career coach, and then Christy McPherson, who is our economic development and community outreach person. And one of the things that has shown to have great effect in transitions that we have worked with and looked at across the country and world is a leadership development and coaching and peer program for workers who are impacted. And so we're going to be launching an initiative across the state, and we'll be working here with our partners, rural policy partners. I'm joined here by Brent Schulte and Jason Hageland, and they'll be meeting with various folks in the community to learn more about what's going on in the community in terms of leadership development and support, and how we can better support workers and their families here in this area. And I'm just going to ask Jason to introduce himself.
Hi, like Shelley said, my name is Jason Hageland. I'm a fifth generation farmer from the Midwest, and I've spent my entire career helping have conversations about behavioral health in rural and agriculture and other communities who are going through transition. Managing disasters is very similar to a community that's transitioning and losing an industry. And so I look forward to having conversations with each one of you. I'd really like to meet with each one of you and get your feedback and really talk about how could we develop something here that's sustainable and provides leadership and support to all of those families who are going through kind of a crisis right now and going through a life transition and finding a new path forward, and whatever we can do in partnership with OJT and your community to assist with that. We're all ears right now, and so we'd really like your input.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else for public comment? My phone. Can you not hear me? Neil thinks I need to yell at him. Is there anyone else who would like to have public comment today? No? Moving on to general discussion. I just wanted to take a minute to highlight employee anniversaries in January again. Linda Peters has been with us in the county for 37 years. Shelley Arias, 19 years with the library. Lorona McPherson, 16 years. And Dan Miller, happy 12th anniversary. So I also just wanted to make a comment that I will be next week attending the Energy Communities Alliance in Tennessee, moving nuclear projects forward. This is an opportunity for communities to get more information on what to know about hosting nuclear facilities or nuclear discussions in your community. And so I'll be attending that next week, I believe, with Peter from the city is also attending. So anything else from my fellow commissioners for general discussion?
Nothing.
No? All right. Moving on then to Dan Miller, Road and Bridge.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So I'm here about the 2026 cattle guard iron bid recommendation. We did this last meeting, and the Dowdy Steel and Machine out of Delta ended up withdrawing their bid. They made a mistake and wanted to negotiate, which we can't do, and so we told them we'd allow them to withdraw their bid. That being the case, the number 3 bid was Craig Steel. They were $346.76 higher than the number 2, which is 1.07%. I recommend that we award it to Craig Steel to keep it in town, and that's not a big enough difference to warrant going out of town, in my opinion. So I recommend that we award the bid to Craig Steel for $32,212.
Okay, any questions,
Nope.
comments?
Agree.
Chair, make a motion to award the bid to Craig Steel for $32,212.
Second.
Okay, motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Thanks,
Thank you.
Dan.
Thanks, Dan.
And Neil Binder, Office of Development Services. Good morning.
Morning. All right. So in front of you guys have a resolution. And this resolution is in regards to putting forth an application and hiring process for a county manager. Back in 2015, we looked at doing an EIF grant, which is called an Energy Mineral Impact Assistance Fund, to create and hire that county manager. And we didn't follow through with that process. It just wasn't the right time, and the funding just wasn't all there. So we now have another opportunity to apply for the Tier 2 EIAF grant to assist with the creation of the county manager position. This grant creates an opportunity for stepped-off funding to assist with the position at 75% for the first year, 50% for the second year, and 25% for the third year in assistance in that fund. This position will allow for better continuity in regards to the county's work and the work of all of the department heads. It will create consistency with how department heads report and get the support they need. It also will create an opportunity for the commissioners yourselves to be more focused on the legislative support and the things that are beyond the day-to-day processes here at the county. As the county commissioners, you are currently the de facto county manager, and that having a manager change and training every 4 years, it just stalls all the processes that happen within the county. This will create that continuity by hiring a county manager and keeping of the records that we might lose over 4 years terms. The grant itself is open for Tier 1 and Tier 2, and because of this position being over the $200,000 threshold, for the match over the 3 years, we will have to apply for the Tier 2 grant. And with that, we will have to attend a hearing in May to complete the whole process. The written application will be due February 12th. And so in addition to this resolution, I'm asking for an approval to apply for that Tier 2 grant, as well as the county manager position, and then allow for the chair to sign all documents necessary to deliver the completed grant by the deadline.
So the agenda says to apply for Tier 1, so need to scratch Tier 1 and put Tier 2, right?
Correct.
We do. When we were working with DOLA initially, Dana thought Tier 1 would be where we would be at, but as we've worked through some of the discussion and preparation for applying, He's suggested that we move that to tier 2.
Yep. And another part of that grant process was a requirement to budget for the position. So in 2026's budget, we did budget for that position.
And the only reason that it's going to the tier 2 is that we have to apply for it for the
For the 3 years.
the
Full
full
3 years,
And so,
yes,
not for just 1 year.
correct. Yeah, so that 200,000 threshold is over the 3 years.
I mean, I've said since probably the first 4 months of being commissioner 5 years ago that we needed a county manager and get the county commissioners out of messing around with the everyday little things. And so, I think it's a good thing. I don't know that we'll be able to compete as far as dollars that need to be given, but I mean, it's worth a shot, so.
Any other questions for Neil? Sure.
Okay, you're,
That's the correct title for that resolution, if you want me to read the entire resolution.
yeah, okay.
Just there's a placeholder change from the original agenda to the title of the resolution.
Well, I'll make a motion to approve resolution 2026-17, resolution of the Board of County Commissioners of Moffett County, Colorado, creating a county manager position and authorizing the hiring of a county manager.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Chair, I'll make a motion to approve applying for the EIAF Tier 2 grant for the creation of Moffett County Manager position.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion?
Yeah, I would just say that if we don't get the grant, we're not moving forward.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
Correct.
that's a huge deal. Like, this is to try for 4 years. I mean, and then after the 4th year, because you got to pay for the full one, they want you to kind of sign up for 4 years, so you pay for the full 4th year on your own. And if it don't work, you can back out and go back to normal.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's a transitional
So,
grant
yeah.
yeah,
yep,
to set the county up for success.
yep.
All right. All in favor?
aye.
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 You ready?
Mhm.
Okay, Chair, I'd like to make a motion to approve the chair to sign the grant documents necessary to complete and submit the application with DOLA's timeline.
Second.
Any further discussion? No? All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Motion carries. Our next scheduled meeting will be Tuesday, February 10th, 2026 in this same room. Thank you.